Right now, hold both your arms straight out in front of you. Close your eyes tightly. Count to 10 out loud. Did one arm slowly drift downward without you realizing it? Look right here. If your hand drifted or felt heavy, do not ignore it. Welcome to Dr. Wellness. We are pushing toward 1,000 subscribers this week. Your subscription ensures the next senior who needs this critical warning actually finds it on their feed. Many seniors think a passing numbness is just a pinched nerve. They believe taking a quick nap will cure weird, fleeting dizziness. That single mistake can cost you your independence forever. These fleeting sensations are silent warnings. They often vanish completely within minutes. Today, I will reveal the hidden signs that disappear before a major stroke strikes. This simple 15-minute vascular protection routine shields your brain starting today. Let us look closely at Arthur. Arthur is a 72-year-old retired high school teacher. He loves working in his garden. One sunny Tuesday morning, Arthur reached for his ceramic coffee mug. Suddenly, his right fingers lost all grip. The mug shattered on the kitchen tile. His wife asked him what happened. Arthur tried to answer. His words came out slightly slurred. It sounded like he had a mouthful of marbles. Pay close attention to this next part. Within exactly 4 minutes, the numbness vanished. His speech returned to normal. Arthur smiled and poured another cup. He told his wife it was just a funny, pinched nerve. He thought he was perfectly fine. He was completely wrong. 2 days later, a massive ischemic stroke paralyzed his entire right side. Arthur ignored a transient ischemic attack. Doctors call this a TIA. Let us translate that medical term into plain English. A TIA is a mini-stroke. Think of your brain arteries as clear plastic water tubes. Now picture a tiny, jagged piece of rust breaking loose inside the tube. This rust piece travels up toward your brain. It gets stuck in a narrow bend. The water stops flowing. The brain cells past that clog begin to starve. They cry out for oxygen. That starvation causes the sudden numbness. That starvation causes the slurred speech. But then, the water pressure builds up. It pushes the rust piece through the narrow bend. The blood flows freely once again. The symptoms completely disappear. You think the danger has passed, but the pipe is still rusting. A much bigger clog is coming next. Let us dive into the 3 non-negotiable medical red flags. If you experience these, stop watching this video immediately. Call emergency services right away. Do not wait for an appointment. Do not take an aspirin. Red flag number 1 is a sudden curtain dropping over your vision. Doctors call this amaurosis fugax. Here is the unglamorous household analogy. Imagine someone pulling a dark grey window shade down over one eye. Your vision goes completely black or blurry in that single eye. The other eye sees perfectly fine. This happens because a tiny clot blocks the ophthalmic artery. That artery feeds your retina. The shade stays down for a few minutes. Then, it slowly rolls back up. Your vision returns. If you see this shade drop, your brain is in extreme danger. Red flag number 2 is sudden, unexplained spatial confusion. Watch this exact movement. Imagine reaching for your glasses on the table. Your hand misses them completely by 6 inches. You feel completely sober. You feel wide awake, but your brain cannot calculate where your hand is moving. Your internal navigation system has lost its signal. This means a clot is bouncing around your parietal lobe. That is the brain zone that maps your physical world. Red flag number 3 is a sudden, explosive headache. This is not a normal tension headache. This is not a standard migraine. Doctors call this a thunderclap headache. Think of a massive lightning bolt striking the back of your skull. It reaches maximum pain within 60 seconds. It feels like your head might split open. This signals a bleeding vessel or a major arterial tear. Now, let's flip the direction entirely. What if you do not have these emergencies right now? You want to protect your vessels today. You want to keep your blood flowing smoothly. I have designed a 5-step home vascular routine. We call this the Cerebral Flow Protocol. It optimizes circulation to your head. It relaxes tight neck muscles that compress your arteries. Let us walk through each movement together. Let us begin with movement number 1. We call this the carotid pulse balance. Step 1, the setup and foundation. Sit straight up in a firm kitchen chair. Do not lean back against the cushions. Plant both feet flat on the floor. Keep your knees hip-width apart. Rest your hands gently on your thighs. Roll your shoulders back twice. Drop your chin slightly toward your chest. Feel your spine grow tall and long. Step 2, the muscle activation. Locate your right collarbone with your left index finger. Slide your finger upward 2 inches into the soft groove of your neck. This is where your main carotid artery pumps blood to your brain. Do not press hard. Never press both sides at the same time. Pressing both sides can make you faint instantly. Gently place 2 fingers on just the right side. Feel the steady rhythm of your pulse. Now, slowly turn your head to the left. Turn it until you feel a gentle stretch in your right neck muscle. Hold your fingers perfectly still against the pulse. Squeeze your shoulder blades together gently. This opens the thoracic outlet. That is the skeletal gateway where your blood vessels travel. Step 3. The duration and rhythm. Maintain this gentle turn for exactly 30 seconds. Breathe deeply through your nose. Exhale slowly through pursed lips. Count the pulses in your neck. Aim for 30 steady beats. Now, slowly bring your head back to the center. Release your fingers. Let us talk about the safety valve clause. What if you have severe neck arthritis? What if turning your head causes pain or dizziness? Do not turn your head at all. Keep your eyes staring straight ahead. Instead, simply tilt your ear slightly toward your shoulder. This creates the same space without twisting your cervical spine. Let us move to movement number 2. We call this the occipital release drill. Step 1. The setup and foundation. For this movement, you need a standard yellow tennis ball. If you do not have a tennis ball, use a tightly rolled tube sock. Stand up straight against a smooth, flat wall. Place your heels 6 inches away from the baseboard. Lean your upper back firmly against the wall. Step 2. The muscle activation. Place the tennis ball right behind your head. It should sit at the very base of your skull. This area houses the suboccipital muscles. Tightness here squeezes the vertebral arteries. Those arteries supply the back of your brain with oxygen. Press your head back gently into the tennis ball. Do not push with maximum force. Use just enough pressure to feel a deep, dull ache. Now, slowly nod your head up and down. Move your chin down 1 inch. Move your chin up 1 inch. Look right here. The ball should massage the tight tissues right below the bone ridge. Feel the tension melt away. Step 3. The duration and rhythm. Continue this slow nodding rhythm for 45 seconds. Keep your breathing slow and steady. Move like a slow-motion clock pendulum. If the ball slips, reset your posture. Now, let us apply the safety valve clause. What if your physical balance is poor? What if standing against a wall makes you feel unsteady? Lie down flat on your bed instead. Place a firm pillow under your neck. Place the tennis ball under the base of your skull while lying down. This removes all balance demands. It allows your neck to relax completely. Let us advance to movement number 3. We call this the jugular drainage slide. Step 1. The setup and foundation. Sit comfortably on the edge of your bed. Ensure your feet are touching the ground. Rub your hands together for 10 seconds. This warms up your palms and fingertips. Apply a single drop of lotion to your fingertips if your skin is dry. Step 2. The muscle activation. Place your fingertips right behind your earlobes. You will feel a hard, bony lump there. That is your mastoid process. Lightly press your fingers into the skin just below that bone. Now, stroke downward along the side of your neck. Move slowly toward your collarbone. Use the same pressure you would use to pet a baby chick. This is not a deep tissue massage. We are targeting the lymphatic channels and the jugular veins. These vessels drain old, used blood away from your head. If the drainage system is backed up, fresh blood cannot enter efficiently. Pay close attention to this next step. Follow the long muscle that runs diagonally down your neck. Swipe down. Lift your hands. Return to the top. Swipe down again. Step 3. The duration and rhythm. Repeat this downward swiping motion for 1 full minute. Maintain a steady, soothing pace. 1 swipe should take 4 seconds. Do 20 swipes in total. Never push upward. Always move in a downward direction toward the heart. Let us check the safety valve clause. What if you have a history of blood clots in your neck? What if you have severe carotid artery stenosis? Do not use any finger pressure at all. Instead, simply perform gentle chin tucks. Pull your chin straight back like a turtle pulling into its shell. This activates the deep neck stabilizers. It naturally pumps the deep veins without external pressure. Let us transition to movement number 4. We call this the temporal tap sink. Step 1. the setup and foundation. Sit down at a clean kitchen table. Rest both of your elbows firmly on the wooden surface. This supports the weight of your arms. It prevents your shoulders from getting tired. Face straight ahead. Step 2. The muscle activation. Place the tips of your thumbs on your temples. Your temples are the soft areas on the sides of your forehead. Move your thumbs backwards 1/2 inch toward your ears. You will feel a faint, pulsing vessel. This is your superficial temporal artery. It is a major branch of your external carotid system. Now, use your index and middle fingers to tap gently on the bone just above your ears. Tap in a steady, rhythmic pattern. Think of a gentle rain falling on a tin roof. As you tap, clench your jaw tightly for 2 seconds. Then relax your jaw completely for 2 seconds. Watch this exact movement. You will feel the muscle under your thumbs swell and shrink. This action increases localized blood flow. It releases temporal tension. Step 3. The duration and rhythm. Perform this tapping and jaw clenching cycle for 90 seconds. Keep the rhythm brisk but gentle. Tap, 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 tap. Clench, release. This creates a rhythmic pressure wave through the facial arterial branches. Let us apply the safety valve clause. What if you suffer from severe TMJ or jaw pain? Clenching your teeth might hurt. Do not clench your jaw at all. Instead, open your mouth slightly. Let your lower jaw hang loose and heavy. Perform the finger tapping while keeping your mouth relaxed and slightly open. This achieves the same vascular stimulation without stressing your jaw joint. Let us conclude with movement number 5. We call this the thoracic pump flare. Step 1. The setup and foundation. Stand up straight with your feet spread wide. Your feet should be slightly wider than your shoulders. Extend both of your arms straight out to your sides. Hold them parallel to the floor. Your palms should face down toward the ground. Step 2. The muscle activation. Take a deep, massive breath in through your nose. As you inhale, rotate your wrists upward. Flip your palms until they face the ceiling. Keep pulling your thumbs backwards. Try to point your thumbs toward the wall behind you. Squeeze your mid-back muscles with intensity. Lift your chest toward the sky. Look upward at a 45-degree angle. This movement opens your entire chest cavity. It stretches the pectoral muscles. It expands the thoracic cage. This expansion creates a powerful vacuum effect in your chest. This vacuum sucks stagnant blood out of your neck veins. It pulls it back down into the heart. This clears the way for fresh, oxygen-rich blood to surge upward to your brain. Step 3. The duration and rhythm. Hold this expanded position for 3 seconds at the peak of your inhalation. Now, exhale completely through your mouth. As you exhale, reverse the movement. Rotate your palms back down. Roll your shoulders forward. Let your chin drop to your chest. Empty your lungs. Repeat this full cycle 10 times. Move slowly and deliberately. Let us look at the safety valve clause. What if you have severe shoulder arthritis or a torn rotator cuff? Raising your arms out to the sides might feel impossible. Do not raise your arms high. Keep your elbows tucked tightly against your ribs. Simply flare your hands outward like a book opening. This still opens your chest without straining your shoulder joints. Let us go back to Arthur's story. Arthur thought his symptoms were minor because they did not last. This is the ultimate trap for seniors. When a symptom disappears, we think we are safe. We think our body fixed the problem. But inside Arthur's body, a silent war was raging. For 30 years, small pieces of cholesterol had been building up. They formed sticky plaques inside his arterial walls. Think of these plaques like old, hardened grease inside kitchen plumbing. Over time, the opening inside the pipe gets smaller and smaller. The blood has to squeeze through a tiny gap. The blood flow becomes turbulent. It swirls around like a violent whirlpool. This swirling blood damages the surface of the plaque. The plaque gets scratched and torn. Your body sees this tear as an open wound. It tries to heal it. It sends tiny clotting cells to the site. These cells are called platelets. They stick together to form a scab. But this scab is inside your artery. If the scab breaks off, it floats down the stream. It travels straight into the brain. That is exactly what happened to Arthur. A tiny piece of that scab broke free. It blocked a small blood vessel in his motor cortex. That is the area of the brain that controls your hands. That is why Arthur dropped his coffee mug. His brain cells were suffocating. But then, The body's natural clot-dissolving chemicals kicked in. They melted the tiny scab. The blood rushed back into the motor cortex. The hand started working again. Arthur thought he was cured. He did not realize the main grease clog was still there. The big plaque was still torn and bleeding. 2 days later, a much larger clot formed. This clot was too big to melt. It blocked the main middle cerebral artery. That artery supplies blood to half of the brain. When that vessel closed, millions of brain cells died within minutes. Arthur lost his ability to speak. He lost his ability to walk. This tragedy happens to thousands of seniors every single day. It can be prevented if you know what to look for. Now, let's flip the direction entirely. Let us look at how you can monitor your own arterial health at home. You must become a detective for your own body. You must pay close attention to subtle changes. Do not wait for a major crisis. Look right here at your fingernails. Press down firmly on your right index fingernail. Hold it down for 3 seconds. The nail bed will turn white. Now, release the pressure. Watch how quickly the pink color returns. This is your capillary refill time. In a healthy vascular system, the pink color returns within 2 seconds. If it takes longer, your microcirculation is sluggish. Your blood vessels may be stiff and unyielding. Let us look closely at another hidden sign. Stand in front of your bathroom mirror. Open your mouth wide. Lift your tongue toward the roof of your mouth. Look at the veins underneath your tongue. Are they thin, blue, and straight? Or are they thick, purple, and bumpy like twisted earthworms? Doctors call these sublingual varicosities. They are an unglamorous household indicator of systemic venous congestion. If those veins are engorged, it means blood is pooling in your upper body. It means your circulation is meeting resistance. Your heart has to pump harder to force blood through your system. This increased pressure strains the delicate vessels in your brain. Let us expand our daily vascular routine to ensure maximum protection. Pay close attention to this next step. We will introduce a 6th powerful movement to our protocol. We call this the Carotid Sinus Reset. Step 1. The setup and foundation. Sit down comfortably in your favorite sturdy chair. Make sure your back is supported this time. Place a soft pillow behind your lower back. Rest your feet flat on a plush rug. Keep your arms completely limp at your sides. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Step 2. The muscle activation. Place your right hand gently over your heart. Place your left hand on the side of your neck. Find the angle of your jawbone right below your ear. Move your finger down 1/2 inch. You will feel a strong, throbbing pulse. This area contains special blood pressure sensors. Doctors call them carotid sinus baroreceptors. Think of them as the internal thermostats for your brain's blood pressure. When these sensors get stiff, they fail to regulate your pressure. This causes sudden spikes in blood pressure. Those spikes can rupture weakened brain vessels. Gently apply a warm, damp washcloth to this area. The warmth relaxes the surrounding smooth muscle tissue. Now, gently tilt your head away from the warm cloth. Feel the soothing heat penetrate deep into your neck. Step 3. The duration and rhythm. Hold the warm cloth against your neck for 2 full minutes. Breathe in for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. This specific breathing rhythm activates your parasympathetic nervous system, that is, your body's natural rest and digest dial. It lowers your heart rate. It dilates your peripheral blood vessels. Let us review the safety valve clause for this movement. What if you do not have a warm washcloth nearby? Do not worry. You can use the palms of your own hands. Rub your hands together vigorously until they feel hot. Place your warm palm flat against the side of your neck. This provides the same thermal benefit without needing water. Let us look at another critical movement. We call this the brachial flush drill. Step 1. The setup and foundation. Stand up straight next to a sturdy kitchen counter. Place your right hand firmly on the counter for balance. Ensure your posture is tall and proud. Keep your eyes fixed on a point straight ahead on the wall. Step 2. The muscle activation. Extend your left arm straight out in front of you. Make a tight fist with your left hand. Squeeze your fist as hard as you can. Hold the squeeze for 3 seconds. Now, open your hand as wide as possible. Flare your fingers out like a starfish. Hold them open for 3 seconds. As you do this, slowly raise your arm toward the ceiling. Keep the fist and flare cycle going as your arm moves upward. Squeeze at the bottom, flare at the top. This movement uses your forearm muscles as a mechanical pump. It forces blood through the brachial artery. That artery connects directly to your subclavian system. That system feeds the vertebral arteries in your neck. Watch this exact movement. You are creating an active flushing action through your upper extremities. Step 3. The duration and rhythm. Move your arm up and down 3 times. Perform 10 fist and flare cycles per arm. This should take about 1 minute per side. Once you finish the left side, switch to the right side. Let us apply the safety valve clause. What if you have severe shoulder arthritis or a torn rotator cuff? Raising your arm toward the ceiling might cause intense pain. Do not raise your arm at all. Keep your arm resting flat on the kitchen table. Perform the same fist and flare sequence with your hand flat on the wood. This still activates the muscular pump without moving the shoulder joint. Let us look right here at the underlying science of these movements. Why do they work so effectively? Your blood vessels are not static plastic pipes. They are living, dynamic tubes wrapped in smooth muscle. These muscles respond to mechanical movement. They respond to changes in pressure. They respond to temperature. When you sit still for hours, your blood becomes sluggish. It thickens like cold maple syrup. Sluggish blood forms clots easily. When you perform these targeted movements, you release natural chemicals into your bloodstream. The most powerful chemical is called nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a magic key that unlocks your blood vessels. It forces the smooth muscles to relax. The vessels widen instantly. The blood changes from cold syrup back into a rushing river. This rushing river washes away tiny clots before they can get stuck in your brain. Now, let us flip the direction entirely. Let us discuss the result multiplier. This is the secret habit that doubles the effectiveness of everything you just learned. It costs absolutely nothing. It is completely unglamorous, but it is backed by profound clinical data. We call this the nocturnal hydration shield. Many seniors suffer from a condition called nocturnal polyuria. That is the medical term for when your bladder acts like a leaky faucet all night long. You wake up 3 or 4 times to use the bathroom. Because of this, many seniors stop drinking water after 5 in the afternoon. They want to sleep through the night without interruption. This is a catastrophic mistake for your brain health. Look right here at what happens to your blood when you do this. As you sleep, you lose water through your breath. You lose water through your skin. If you do not drink water, your body becomes severely dehydrated by 3 in the morning. Your blood volume drops. Your blood becomes incredibly thick and sticky. At the same time, your blood pressure naturally drops during deep sleep. This combination is a perfect storm for a stroke. Slow, thick, sticky blood crawls through narrow, plaque-filled brain arteries. This is why the vast majority of major strokes happen between 3 in the morning and 6 in the morning. The patient goes to bed feeling fine. They wake up paralyzed. To prevent this, you must apply the nocturnal hydration shield. Pay close attention to this next step. Exactly 30 minutes before bed, drink 6 ounces of warm water. It must be warm water, not ice-cold water. Cold water shocks your stomach. It can spike your blood pressure. Warm water absorbs into your system smoothly. Now, here is the secret timing trick. Add a tiny pinch of clean sea salt to the water. Do not use processed white table salt. Use high-quality sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. We are talking about a microscopic pinch, just a few grains. This tiny amount of mineral salt acts like an anchor. It holds the water molecules inside your bloodstream. It stops the water from rushing straight to your bladder. This keeps your blood volume stable all night long. It keeps your blood thin and fluid. It prevents the 3 a.m. clotting crisis. Let us apply the safety valve clause for this hydration shield. What if you take a powerful prescription diuretic or water pill for congestive heart failure? What if your cardiologist has placed you on a strict fluid restriction? Do not change your fluid intake without asking your doctor first. Instead, perform the deep diaphragmatic thoracic squeeze right before bed. Sit on the edge of your bed. Place both hands on your lower ribs. Take a deep breath. Expand your ribs outward against your hands. Hold for 5 seconds. Exhale slowly. Repeat this 10 times. This simple breathing exercise manually pumps your thoracic lymph duct. It clears excess fluid from your tissues without overloading your heart. Let us look closely at another patient case study. Meet Evelyn. Evelyn is a 66-year-old retired bank teller. She lives in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Evelyn always took great care of her health. She walked 2 miles every day. She ate a balanced diet. One evening, while watching the nightly news, Evelyn felt a strange, tingling sensation in her left cheek. It felt like a small army of ants was crawling under her skin. She rubbed her face vigorously. She thought it was an allergy. Then, her left eyelid began to droop slightly. Her husband noticed her crooked smile. He asked her if she felt okay. Evelyn opened her mouth to speak. She knew exactly what she wanted to say. But her brain could not connect to her vocal cords. Only strange, garbled sounds came out. Evelyn felt terrified. Her heart began to race. Watch this exact movement. Her husband reached for the telephone to call for help. But before he could dial the numbers, the tingling stopped. Evelyn's smile became perfectly straight again. Her voice returned with absolute clarity. She told her husband to put the phone down. She said it was just a passing spell. She believed it was stress from the busy week. Evelyn went to bed and slept soundly. She woke up the next morning feeling completely normal. She skipped her daily walk but went about her chores. She thought the danger was completely gone. She was living on borrowed time. Exactly 24 hours later, Evelyn fell to the kitchen floor. A massive embolic stroke had blocked her right internal carotid artery. The warning sign had disappeared, but the underlying danger had exploded. Evelyn spent the next 6 months in a rehabilitation hospital. She had to relearn how to swallow food. She had to relearn how to write her own name. Her life changed in a single flash. All because she did not understand that disappearing signs are the loudest warnings your body can give. Look right here. Why do these signs disappear? Your vascular system is incredibly resilient. It has built-in backup systems. Doctors call these backup systems collateral circulation. Think of it like a highway system. If the main interstate is blocked by a massive car crash, the GPS redirects cars onto smaller side streets. These side streets can handle some traffic for a short time. They keep the cars moving. In your brain, there is a beautiful ring of blood vessels. It sits at the base of your skull. Doctors call this the circle of Willis. Let us translate that clinical term into a simple household analogy. The circle of Willis is like a roundabout traffic circle in your town. If one road leading into the circle gets blocked, blood can flow around the other side of the circle to reach the destination. This backup loop is what saves your brain cells during a mini stroke. It keeps them alive just long enough for the clot to pass. But those small side streets cannot handle heavy traffic forever. They are thin. They are fragile. If the main highway stays blocked, the side streets quickly become overwhelmed. The system gridlocks. That is when the major stroke occurs. You must fix the main highway before the side streets fail. Let us review how to identify these silent warnings before it is too late. We use a simple memory tool. It is called the FAST method. But today, we are adding 2 letters to make it even safer. We call it the BEFAST protocol. Let us break down each letter using clear, unglamorous language. The letter B stands for balance. Did you suddenly lose your coordination? Did you feel like the room was spinning like a carnival ride? Did you have to grab the wall to keep from falling? Even if the dizziness lasted for just 10 seconds, that is your letter B warning. The letter E stands for eyes. Did you experience sudden double vision? Did the television screen look blurry for a brief moment? Did one eye lose its sight completely, like the window shade analogy we discussed earlier? That is your letter E warning. The letter F stands for face. Watch this exact movement in the mirror. Smile as wide as you can. Do both sides of your mouth lift equally? Or does one corner hang heavy and limp like a wet piece of cloth? If one side droops, that is your letter F warning. The letter A stands for arms. This is the test we performed at the very beginning of our session. Hold both arms straight out in front of you with your palms up. Close your eyes, count to 10. If one arm slowly sinks toward your lap, your brain is losing its connection to that limb. That is your letter A warning. The letter S stands for speech. Try to repeat a simple sentence. Say, "The sky is blue in the morning." Do the words sound crisp and clear? Or do they sound mushy and confused? Can you find the right words? Or is your mind suddenly blank? That is your letter S warning. The letter T stands for time. This is the most critical letter of all. Time means 2 things. First, it means you must note the exact time the symptoms started. Second, it means time is running out. If any of these signs appear, even for a single minute, you must act instantly. Pay close attention to this next step. Let us talk about what you should never do when these signs disappear. Do not take a sleeping pill. Do not lie down for a nap. When you sleep, your blood pressure naturally drops. A drop in blood pressure reduces the force pushing blood through your narrowed arteries. This makes it much easier for a loose clot to settle permanently. If you feel these symptoms, stay upright, stay awake. Drink a glass of plain room temperature water. Call for medical assistance immediately. Let us look right here at another powerful lifestyle factor. This is the relationship between your gut and your brain arteries. Many seniors do not realize that chronic constipation increases stroke risk. Let us explain this through a mechanical analogy. Think of your torso as a high-pressure hydraulic press. When you are constipated, you strain heavily on the toilet. This straining action is called the Valsalva maneuver. It causes a sudden, massive spike in internal pressure. This pressure travels straight up the spinal veins into the skull. It creates a sudden back pressure wave in your brain capillaries. If those capillaries are already brittle from years of high blood pressure, this sudden spike can cause them to burst. This results in a hemorrhagic stroke, which is a bleeding event in the brain. To prevent this, you must keep your digestion moving smoothly. Eat plenty of stewed prunes. Consume warm broths. Avoid heavy, processed foods that sit in your intestines like wet cement. Let us dive deeper into our Cerebral Flow Protocol. Let us refine the movements to maximize their effectiveness. Let us look at how we can integrate these exercises into a seamless daily habit. You should perform this protocol every single morning before you have your first cup of coffee or tea. When you first wake up, your body is naturally stiff. Your blood is at its thickest point of the day. By performing these movements immediately after getting out of bed, you prime your vascular system for the day ahead. Let us practice the first movement again with perfect form. Look right here at my instructions for the carotid pulse balance. Sit tall. Keep your feet flat. Locate that soft groove on the right side of your neck. Feel the steady thump against your fingers. Now turn your head slowly to the left. As you turn, pretend there is a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you up toward the ceiling. This elongates your cervical vertebrae. It takes the pressure off the carotid sheath. That is the protective layer of tissue that wraps around your main artery, your internal jugular vein, and your vagus nerve. By elongating this area, you allow maximum fluid volume to move without resistance. Hold it for 30 seconds. Breathe deeply. Now, return to the center. Switch sides. Find the pulse on the left side of your neck. Turn your head slowly to the right. Feel that deep, therapeutic opening. Hold for 30 seconds. Release. Now, let's flip the direction entirely. Let us move to the second exercise, the occipital release drill. Grab your tennis ball. Stand against the wall. Place the ball at the base of your skull. This time, instead of nodding up and down, let us try a tiny side-to-side movement. Move your head half an inch to the left, then half an inch to the right. This creates a cross-friction massage across the tight muscle fibers. These muscles often become completely locked up from hours of looking down at smartphones or reading books. When they lock up, they pull on the occipital bone. This pulling forces the vertebral arteries into a sharp, unnatural bend. This bend restricts the blood flow to your cerebellum, that is the balance control center of your brain. That is why tight neck muscles often cause a mysterious, floating dizziness that doctors cannot explain. By rolling side to side on the ball, you straighten out that sharp bend. You restore the clean highway of blood to your balance center. Perform this for 45 seconds. Remember the safety valve clause. If standing makes you wobbly, do this while lying flat in your bed. Let us progress to the third movement, the jugular drainage slide. Take your warm fingertips, place them just behind your ears. Swipe gently down the sides of your neck toward your collarbones. Imagine you are clearing a clogged gutter on your house. If the downspout is full of leaves, the water backs up onto the roof. Your jugular veins are the downspouts of your skull. If your neck muscles are tight and swollen, they squeeze these veins shut. The old blood cannot leave your brain efficiently. This creates a state of high pressure inside your head. It can cause a dull, morning headache. It makes your brain feel foggy and slow. By swiping downward with light, loving pressure, you open the downspouts. You allow the old fluid to drain away into your chest. This creates a natural vacuum that draws fresh, sparkling, oxygenized blood up through your arteries. Swipe down 20 times. Keep your breathing easy. Remember, do not press hard. Soft pressure is all it takes to move venous fluid. Watch this exact movement for the fourth exercise, the temporal tap sync. Place your elbows on the table, put your thumbs on your temples, tap with your fingers just above your ears. Now, let us add a vocalization to this step. As you tap, make a low humming sound in the back of your throat. Sound like a deep bumblebee. Pay close attention to this. This low humming sound creates a physical vibration in your skull bones. This vibration stimulates the endothelial lining of your cranial arteries. The endothelial lining is the ultra-thin inner skin of your blood vessels. When it vibrates gently, it releases a sudden burst of nitric oxide. This opens the vessels even wider than before. It creates a powerful synergy with the physical tapping. Tap and hum for 90 seconds. If your jaw feels tired, use the safety valve option. Keep your mouth slightly open and relaxed while you tap and hum. Let us finish with the fifth movement, the thoracic pump flare. Stand up with your feet wide. Extend your arms out like wings. Take that deep, glorious breath through your nose. Flip your palms up, pull your thumbs back, lift your chest high. Feel the absolute expansion in your ribcage. Hold that breath. 1, 2, 3. Now, let out a loud, forceful sigh through your mouth. Ha! Let your arms drop. Roll your spine forward. Empty every single molecule of air from your lungs. This forceful exhalation empties the large vena cava vein in your chest. It prepares your heart to receive the next big wave of returning blood. Repeat this beautiful cycle 10 times. If your shoulders ache, use the modified version. Keep your elbows glued to your sides and simply rotate your forearms outward like opening a book. Let us look right here at the compounding effect of these habits. If you perform this protocol every morning and apply the nocturnal hydration shield every night, you build an ironclad wall of protection around your brain. You are no longer passive. You are no longer just waiting for a medical emergency to happen. You are actively engineering your own longevity. Let us discuss another common misconception about stroke prevention. Many people believe that if their blood pressure numbers are normal on their home monitor, they are completely safe. This is a dangerous half-truth. Look right here at how blood pressure monitors work. They give you a single snapshot of a single second in time. They do not show you the wild swings that happen throughout the day. Your blood pressure might be a perfect 120/80 at 10 in the morning when you are relaxed. But what happens when you get stuck in heavy traffic? What happens when you argue with a neighbor? What happens when you rush up a flight of stairs? Your pressure can shoot up to 180 within seconds. If your arteries are soft and flexible, they can expand to handle this sudden surge. They stretch like a high-quality rubber garden hose. But if your arteries are stiffened by plaque and calcification, they cannot expand. They are like an old, brittle plastic pipe in the winter. When the pressure surges, the brittle pipe cracks. That crack leads to a devastating stroke. Our daily protocol keeps the arterial walls pliable. It preserves their youthful elasticity. It ensures they can handle the natural stresses of daily life without snapping. Listen closely to this next point. We must also talk about the quality of the blood itself. It is not just about the pipes, it is about what is flowing inside them. If your blood is full of systemic inflammation, it becomes highly reactive. It forms dangerous clots at the slightest provocation. What causes this internal fire? It is driven by hidden refined sugars, hydrogenated industrial oils, and chronic, unmanaged stress. When you consume highly processed foods, sugar molecules attach themselves to proteins in your bloodstream. This process is called glycation. It creates sticky, damaged compounds. Doctors call them advanced glycation end products. They scratch the delicate inner lining of your brain vessels. They make the walls sticky. This stickiness attracts platelets. It accelerates the growth of dangerous plaques. To protect your brain, you must cool the fire. Choose whole, real foods that come directly from nature. Eat vibrant green vegetables, clean wild fish, and antioxidant-rich berries. These foods contain natural compounds that soothe the arterial lining. They help keep your blood flowing smoothly and cleanly. Now, let's flip the direction entirely. Let us look at what to do if you are watching this video because you are worried about a loved one. Perhaps you have noticed your spouse or an aging parent becoming slightly clumsy. Perhaps they have dropped a utensil at dinner or stubbed their toe multiple times this week. Do not dismiss these changes as just normal aging. Normal aging does not cause sudden asymmetrical weakness. It does not cause transient speech lapses. Sit down with them. Watch their movements closely. Ask them to perform the arm drift test with you. Make it a fun, shared, daily activity. By doing this protocol together, you can protect each other's health. You can spot the warning signs before they disappear into a medical catastrophe. Let us reinforce the critical importance of the BEFAST protocol. Repetition is the mother of mastery. We must ingrain these signs into your deep memory. Remember, B for balance, sudden loss of stability or unexplained room spinning. Remember, E for eyes, sudden blurriness, double vision, or the dark window shade effect. Remember, F for face, one side of the smile drooping or feeling numb. Remember, A for arms, one arm drifting down when held straight out with eyes closed. Remember, S for speech, slurred words, garbled phrases, or an inability to speak at all. Remember, T for time. Act immediately. Call emergency services the very second you see these signs, even if they completely vanish before the phone rings. Pay close attention to this next step. I want you to visualize your vascular system as a beautiful, living tree. The trunk is your aorta rising from your heart. The main branches are your carotid and vertebral arteries climbing through your neck. The tiny twigs and leaves are the billions of microscopic capillaries inside your brain tissue. Every leaf needs a constant, steady supply of nutrient-rich water to survive. If a single branch is choked, the leaves beyond it wither and die. By performing our Cerebral Flow Protocol every day, you are clearing away the debris. You are watering the roots of your vascular tree. You are ensuring that every single corner of your brain receives the vibrant nourishment it deserves. You are preserving your memories. You are protecting your speech. You are defending your mobility. You are taking complete control of your future independence. Do not let fear paralyze you. Knowledge is the ultimate antidote to fear. Now that you know the hidden signs that disappear, you possess a powerful shield. You know exactly what a TIA is. You understand the unglamorous analogy of the temporary clog in the pipe. You know why Arthur and Evelyn suffered their major strokes. They did not have this knowledge. They thought a disappearing symptom meant the danger was gone. But you know better. You know that a vanishing sign is an urgent call to action. You know exactly how to perform the 5 movements of our vascular routine. You know how to use the tennis ball to release your suboccipital muscles. You know how to swipe down your neck to drain your jugular veins. You know how to tap and hum to release nitric oxide. You know how to flare your chest to pump stagnant blood back to your heart. And you know the secret habit of the Nocturnal hydration shield to keep your blood thin and safe throughout the dangerous early morning hours. Scroll down right now to the comment section below. Type in your exact age and your current geographic location, including your city, state, or country. This vital information helps me understand exactly who is watching. It allows me to tailor my upcoming health guides to the unique needs of your specific demographic group. I read every single comment personally. I want to build a supportive, highly informed community of seniors who are dedicated to proactive longevity. Let us learn from each other. Let us grow stronger together. May your mind remain sharp, your vessels stay clear, and your body experience deep, restorative health tonight.